Hopefully everyone's having a great, I don't know, what day of the week is this? It's Tuesday, right? I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. I'm going to let the Telegram group that we know that we are live. By the way, if you guys want to join the Telegram group, you guys can. I also have a trading group. In the Telegram group, we chat. But if you want to get my trade subs, you can join my Discord. It's Wednesday. And then, hold on, I'm going to have to click. Okay, so let's get going here. Let's look at the crypto fear and greed index first. I'm going to turn this down just a hair. I also should probably do a sound check really quickly, and then we can get started. So right now, the crypto fear and greed index is currently coming in at 24. So we're in extreme fear. I think anytime you're around 10, it's a great time to buy. I've said that many times. I'll continue to say it. Anytime you're around 10 is a great time to buy. Right now, you're pretty close to 10. I just want to do a quick sound check, and then we will get started. I appreciate the likes. It does help support the channel. Thank you for that. Okay, so everything is working pretty well. So fear and greed at 24. I do like looking at that. I also want to go over and look at Bookmap and see where a lot of the orders are at on Bitcoin, and then we can kind of go through everything. I need to delete this bookmark and probably make a new one because this one isn't working anymore. So let's just see if we can get that going here. I should probably also find music that isn't going to get me copyrighted. That would be a good start. So that's gold. I want Bitcoin. There we go. That's what I want to find. Title it Bookmap. Okay, so now let's look at this. So on the left, you have the weekly time frame. We have a lot of liquidity sitting at 110 and a lot at $95,000. Right now, I see more liquidity to the downside around $95,000. So it's most likely that we do go to the downside, but we will see what happens. And then if you look on the daily, you have a lot of liquidity at 110. We could get moved to 110, but you also have some down at, still at 95. So really, if I'm just looking at the weekly suggests you go down to 95,000, and that's it's pretty simple, and that's the unfortunate news. And if we do go down to 95,000, it makes me think that we are in a bear market. I don't know why my Xbox remote is not working. So let's kind of do a deep dive analysis on what Bitcoin is doing, and then we can look at the altcoins, because really everything does start with Bitcoin. So if you look at the daily time frame, 5 days oversold. That's a good sign. Money flow almost oversold. But you look at the daily, you can kind of see to me, this doesn't look great. It kind of looks like you're just kind of bear flagging out. And again, this would line up with the fact that Bookmap does suggest that we go down to $95,000. But to me, this is like a rising wedge here on the daily time frame, and it does suggest we go lower. I'm personally under the belief if Bitcoin does not close the end of the month above 105,000, then we are in a bear market. That's just my belief. Because here's a bear flag, and if this really does play out, and we don't just pump right now, I see us going back down to 90,000. So Bookmap's at just 95. I see a move down to 90,000. I know we have good support at 97. I see lower lows for Bitcoin and lower highs. This is a lower high if this is in fact the top. Right here, that if that top wick at 1077 is the top, then that would be a lower high. And also, it's a bearish engulfing candle inside of a rising wedge or a bear flag, however you want to see it. And the measure move that I see at least is $90,200. So really, I'm not, not financial advice, but that could be a nice short to, for some people. I'm not taking that personally, but that is a valid short down to about 90K. So let's see what happens. You're also below the 200-day moving average on the daily time frame. That's also a bearish signal. Bitcoin is cooked. Yeah, well, it doesn't look great right now, man. It does not look great right now. And if you look at the 12-hour, that's a lower high. Stocks are aggressively turning down. You can see money flow never got overbought. But money flow if that is the case, that's a lower high in money flow as well. And that's just not good. 8-hour time frame. Let's jump down to the 8-hour. Not great. 4-hour time frame. Kind of oversold. And again, I kind of said this on the live, or I don't. No, maybe it did. This is a falling wedge, but you're below the 200. I would not trade falling wedges below the 200-day moving average. But if you really, this is your bullish scenario, is that this kind of saves the day. I wouldn't trade that because you're below the 200-day moving average, this line right here. Anytime you're below that level, I just don't touch it. 2-hour time frame is curving up on the stock RSI. Money flow not oversold all the way, so that makes me think we're not going to bounce here. This money flow indicator pairs really nicely with the stock RSI, and to me, it's helped me make, do well trading the last few days because I just added it not very long ago. 1-hour time frame overbought, money flow got the green dot, but it just might not matter. So at the end of the day, what do I see Bitcoin doing? Well, I think if you want to know like the daily time frame or the higher time frames, I see us going down to about 90K. And then if you want me to look at like the today, what's going to happen the rest of tonight? Well, at the end of the day, it's still not looking good. This is another bear flag on the 15-minute time frame, and it suggests that we're going to kind of roll over further to the downside. So we'll see what happens. I would even say for later tonight, I actually see about 102 coming, 102.5 coming for Bitcoin. So I don't love what I see, and I'm just trying to make sure I get the right measure move. So if Bitcoin does dump out of this bear flag, your measure move is about 1022. Let me go down to the 5-minute time frame for the heck of it, but I see more downside for Bitcoin. I see more downside for Bitcoin, and it's pretty much that simple. 10-minute had a red dot. I do, for some reason recently, I like trading the 10-minute. 15's cool, but I don't know, I like the 10. So I would I'd be looking for Bitcoin to go down to about 1025 tonight. So short-term bearish, and then for the next rest of the month I'm bearish. Guys, again, I will say at the end of the month, I said this a week ago at the beginning of the month, if Bitcoin does not close above $105,000 on this November candle close here in just under 3 weeks, I think we're in a bear market. So I'm not going to say if we're in a bear market yet, but it's starting to look more and more likely. I would say there's a 60% chance that we're in a bear market in the top cent, unless we close this monthly candle at the end of November above 105. Because that's weekly support or resistance. So I just have to, that's just where I stand. By the way, we're live on YouTube as well. Just want to let you guys know that. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know and we'll look at them. I am trying to short LSK crypto. It's either going to go sideways and fly out and then make another pump, or you're going to make a falling wedge. It looks like you're going to go sideways though, but we'll see. And I'm shorting that right now to the 4-hour 21. But if we go sideways, it won't be a good short. If we start doing the falling wedge, then I can make some money. So we'll see what happens. Otherwise, if we pump out of LSK, your next measure move is about 52 cents. So if we continue going sideways, that's the most likely idea is that we would get a move to 52 cents. I want the falling wedge to happen. That's how I make my money. Right now, my take profit's 24 cents, and we'll see what happens. My entry was 31.25, and but if we go sideways, it's not going to be a very fruitful short. So again, that's the only trade I'm in right now that that matters to me. My bot did buy more, so let me go over to BitGet, and I want to check out my bot. Hopefully it's going to work. If I have to sign in, I won't bother, but November also lines up with the last time of 2020. In 21, November was the top. Yeah, it could be. This is really slow. So, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look good, I will say that. And then, like, everything on the top 100 is just not looking great. Like, it just does. A lot of these coins, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, are still below the 4-hour 200, which, again, that's another reason to think. Why? It's another reason to think that we're going to go further down. For some reason, the music isn't what I want, but I can't change it. I don't know why. So, like, you're below. Tron is still below the 4-hour 200. You look at AVAX, you're below the 4-hour 200. You look at Link, you're coming down to support at 1450, but you're still below the 4-hour 200. You look at DOT crypto, it's about to lose a 4-hour 200. You look at Bitcoin Cash, SHIB. You look at Near Protocol, that is above the 4-hour 200, but looks like you're about to roll over and make a run at top. You look at Uniswap, that is actually above the 4-hour 200, making a higher low. And I did try to short this the other day, it didn't work out. I got stopped out at break even, and actually at this point, SHIB looks interesting. I see SHIB maybe getting a nice move here soon. Like SHIB actually looks halfway bullish here. So, you know, SHIB could SHIB could continue up to about $13.50. SHIB is above the 4-hour, or I'm sorry, Uniswap is above the 4-hour 200-day moving average. And stock RSI is making a higher low, but money flow looks bad. So again, I'm not taking that long based on the market, and because money flow doesn't look good. Money flow looks better, I would maybe consider it. You look at Litecoin, Pepe, you look at ICP. ICP actually looks interesting. But again, where's the bounce? Money flow's oversold. So ICP could actually probably pump here. So ICP, the measure move would be about $12. $11.77 for ICP. That's actually not a bad setup for a long. Right? Your entry would be $5. No, your entry would be $6.10, we'll say. Your take profit would be, $10 even, and your stop loss, I would say, would be below the 4-hour 200 right here. So that is a 1-to-1, 2-to-1 R&R. To me, I'm not taking that. It's not a good R&R. Because you could come down a little bit more in the falling wedge, and so I wouldn't touch that just yet. You look at Render, below the 4-hour 200. You look at Crypto.com, below the 4-hour 200. You look at Casper, below the 4-hour 200. You look at Stacks Crypto, Injective Protocol. You look at Aptos Protocol, all below the 4-hour 200. Arbitrum. You look at Mantle, below the 4-hour 200. You look at Atom, below the 4-hour 200. I do hold Atom. H-bar bearish, and this is above the 4-hour 200. Money flow looks bad. It's probably going to lose it. And then you're going back to Filecoin. So, OKB Network, Theta Network, Algo Network, bearish, HNT. I don't love that. That looks like a head. This looks like a head and shoulders on HNT. Maybe not. It doesn't look good either way. It's kind of chopped. So, I don't see a lot of. I still don't see a lot in the charts that look good. XMR and Monero is actually still pretty hot. Money flow aggressively getting oversold. Stock RSI. This is like the best one I've seen so far tonight. This could pump. I will say XMR by far looks the best to me. You have all the bullet. You have everything that I look for is bullish, and that's the first time I can say that all night. You're above the 4-hour 200. Step 1. You're above support right here at $2,343. Step 2. You're above the stock RSI. You're making a higher low. You're not above it, but you made a higher low. Money flow, higher low. You got the green dot. I mean, those are 4 reasons to enter long right now. Not financial advice, but this looks. If there's a coin that's going to pump tonight into the rest of the week, it would probably be Monero. Going back to at least, I would say, probably about $492 or $500. So XMR to me looks like the hottest crypto right now in the market. Let me go down to the 10-minute time frame. And 10-minute though, making a lower high below the 200. So XMR on the 4 looks okay, but then the smaller time frames still don't look great. But XMR is probably a coin to have on your radar. I'm not going to take a long on it because the smaller time frames don't look great, but it is something to at least humor your soul. VeChain looks bad on the 4-hour. GRT looks bad on the 4-hour, and that's kind of our list for that. So the only one that I somewhat loved was XMR, but again, you go back to XMR, and it looked kind of sketchy on the smaller time frames. So, you know what? I'm just going to kind of chill tonight. There's not, to me, the market hasn't been great today. I kind of broke even, and yeah, it hasn't looked great. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll look at them. Thank you for the likes, but overall the market kind of sucks in my opinion, And it doesn't look like a great night to trade. I'm trying to short this right now, and this just might not play out. It looks like you're going to go sideways, so I'm wondering if I should just cut it off for a $18 loss. Is that how much yeah, $18. So it's not, I mean, to me, it doesn't look good. And that, especially Bitcoin's just going to roll over. Like, well, actually, Bitcoin rolled over, that'd be better for my short. I digress. Zcash, yeah. I don't see a lot. I just don't see many trades to be had right now in the market. I don't think the market looks very good, and I don't. I think the market kind of sucks tonight. I really do. Solana looks like it's gonna dump lower. I did make a TikTok about that. So guys, this was a pretty quick stream. I don't see any requests. I'm going to kind of wrap it up. But I just want to come on here, give you a market update. And again, for Bitcoin, it looks bad. I'll be back live Saturday at 9. No, wait. I will not be live on Saturday because I'll be out of town. So to make up for my Saturday live stream, because I can't go live on Saturday, I will go live. Today is Tuesday. I'll go live on... I'm trying to think right now. Let me think really quickly. I will go live at 8 a.m. on Friday, Central Time. So technically speaking, it's 9 p.m. right now. That's in like 24, 48, 56 hours-ish, 55 hours. So I'll be live. The next time I'll be live will be 8 a.m. on Friday morning, Central Time, because I'll be out of town Saturday, so I can't go live then. And then we'll be back to the live stream on Tuesday at the regular time. So plan on me going live Friday at 8 a.m. this upcoming week. That's what I plan to do. And thank you for the likes. I do appreciate it. So that's going to kind of wrap up my live stream. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you guys for stopping by. The market sucks. And I guess I'll leave it at that. The trend is your friend until the end. Respect the trend, and you should be good. Yeah. Always use a stop loss. That's also another recommendation I have. Not financial advice, but that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to schedule the next live stream right now as well so that I don't forget. So we're just going to hit resume.